Now, with all this rain we had, our drought has improved and our reservoirs have begun to fill. However, there's been a lot of talk about Folsom having to release water. Our meteorologist Brendan Minchef went out there to find out why.
At the confluence of the North and South Forks of the American River sits Folsom Lake. The man-made lake was created in 1955 when Folsom Dam was built. It was originally drawn up for the sole purpose of flood mitigation, though today Folsom is a multi-purpose project with benefits to fish and wildlife, water supply, hydropower, and, of course, flood control.
Flood protection is what I would typically say is first among equal for project purposes. It is the public safety aspect of why we're here, and we need to make sure that we deliver that for certain, and then as we can deliver the other project purposes.
With the recent rain, a lot has been made of Folsom filling up, and then all of that water having to be released.
We got a huge inflow on New Year's Day. We encroached in the flood control space, which tells us that we have to make releases to evacuate that flood control space for the next storm that's coming in. And at the time, we were seeing floods, or at least storm events, stacking up all the way to the 17th of January. So we couldn't really sit on that. We had to evacuate it, so we went right back down to the flood control curve, the minimum that we could provide.
The operators at Folsom are always looking at the weather forecasts. If a dry spell is approaching, especially towards the end of spring, they'll try to keep things a little higher.
We'll try to maximize what we can get storage at the end of May for water supply, power, all of those other project purposes. But they cannot take a risk. If there's a public safety concern, they're going to evacuate and get prepared for that next storm.